This is what I tell people within my company, within my team. Do it my way. Because if you mess up, I don't mind being a janitor to clean up the mess because I told you to do it a certain way. But if I tell you to do it a certain way and you do it your way and then mess up, I don't want to clean it up.
Lawsuit filed in Miami-Dade County has put the WBA lightweight champion in hot water over another alleged domestic
allegations against Gervonta Davis. They're very serious allegations. Anybody that's laying hands on women needs to be shut down straight away. They need to be, for me, they need to be locked up and the key thrown away.
Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done.
Floyd Mayweather has finally spoken out following reports that Gervonta tanked. Davis was arrested, a bombshell development that has cast serious doubt on his highly anticipated showdown with Jake Paul, though no official cancellation has been announced. Insiders confirm that Jake Paul's most valuable promotions, MVP, has opened a formal investigation into the civil lawsuit recently filed against Davis. In a public statement, MVP said it had immediately begun an internal review upon learning of the civil complaint.
Fight is only 2.5 weeks from going on. November 14th is the date. We are supposed to think that Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are going to be fighting on Netflix, but not so fast, my friend. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change.
Filed against Gervonta Davis in Miami-Dade County on October 30th, 2025, the lawsuit accuses Davis of battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress, serious claims, even though no new criminal charges have been filed yet. Still, considering his troubled legal past, the situation could have significant repercussions both inside and outside the ring.
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami.
Now, all attention has shifted to Floyd "Money" Mayweather, whose measured but much anticipated comments have stirred major buzz. While his remarks were brief, many believe Mayweather's stance could heavily influence whether the Paul Davis fight proceeds or is permanently shelved. For longtime boxing fans, this situation feels familiar. Davis has faced similar accusations before, including a prior arrest involving an ex-girlfriend, and those past controversies.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against him. Trish?
Yeah, guys, good evening. Well, in the last 30 minutes, Gervonta "Tank" Davis just bonded out of jail. Behind me, he was arrested this morning on the charge of battery of domestic violence. Take a look at that brand new video here. You can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his T-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV, waiting for him on the side. Now, Davis was arrested this morning, like we just mentioned, on a charge of battery of domestic violence after he allegedly hit his ex-girlfriend outside of her home on Father's Day. According to the arrest form, Davis and the victim have 2 children together and were in a relationship for about 4 years. Police say Davis went to her home to pick up the kids on Father's Day. That's when an argument took place before things got physical. He reportedly told the victim to remove the kids from the car, saying he no longer wanted to take them. And while she was leaning in to grab her daughter from the back seat is when he allegedly hit her in the back of the head and proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a cut by her mouth. Now, according to the police report, she texted her mother to come outside. The arrest form says her mother saw the victim crying and arguing with Davis and filmed that argument. Davis is a boxing star, a WBA lightweight championship champion, I should say, but he has had numerous legal issues in the past, most recently in May of 2023, but a Florida prosecutor dropped that separate battery case against him after a woman accused him.
Are once again resurfacing across social media. Critics argue these repeated incidents point to a pattern of behavior that raises serious concerns about whether he's truly addressed his past issues. Timing-wise, it couldn't be worse. The bout, set for November 14th, was expected to be one of the biggest events of the year, a clash between a world champion and one of the sport's most polarizing crossover stars.
More about his criminal history, Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Fort Lauderdale with all of the latest developments. Roy.
Sanella and Louie, and we just obtained the 911 calls made by this alleged victim, and in it you can hear her screaming to that dispatcher to send help because she is in fear for her life.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
No words from 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail Wednesday, a day after he was arrested for allegedly hitting a woman at his Parkland home.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
Davis facing a Broward County judge hours earlier.
Now, with Davis's reputation under fire, promoters are racing to save the card from total collapse. According to multiple sources, MVP is already exploring backup opponents should Davis be officially removed from the lineup. One name that surfaced is Ryan Garcia, but that option appears dead in the water. Oscar De La Hoya, Garcia's promoter, quickly shut down the idea.
And Gervonta Davis, at the minute, is in limbo. We don't know if the fight's going to be happening. I mean, I wasn't too excited about this fight anyway. I think it's a joke, but I'll get into that in a minute. So here's what we know so far. Davis is now facing a lawsuit in Miami from his ex, accusing him of battery, kidnapping, false imprisonment, and emotional distress. I mean, this does not look good, and he's had previous with his partner. Hands on women, I just can't agree with. It's just terrible, and it's so bad for boxing when a fighter is being accused of putting. I mean, that's my personal opinion on men going anywhere near women in an aggressive manner. It's just wrong. So as of today, November 2nd, this fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement: Ryan Garcia, Terence Crawford, Francis Ngannou, I mean, come on, we'll get into them, and Nate Diaz.
Explaining the Garcia's Golden Boy contract and exclusive DAZ and deal conflict directly with Paul's partnership with Netflix, making the fight legally and logistically impossible. He added that Garcia's next bout will be announced under Golden Boy in the coming weeks. Other reports suggest MVP may push the event to December, giving them time to reshuffle the card and rebuild hype. Meanwhile, wild rumors online have even linked Francis Ngannou as a possible replacement opponent, though Ngannou left off the speculation, bluntly telling reporters, "Don't be silly." As of now, the Jake Paul vs. Gervonta Davis fight technically remains on the schedule, but industry insiders describe it as hanging by a thread. With lawsuits unfolding, promoters scrambling, and sponsors growing uneasy, the chances of this blockbuster actually happening are shrinking fast. So what do you think? Is this the beginning of the end for Gervonta Davis? Or can Mayweather's support and the lure of a massive payday still save the fight? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and keep it locked here for updates as this story continues to unfold.